For the last 6 months, I've been investigating some of Britain's major supermarkets. And I've uncovered some of their dirty secrets.
Someone got ill, I'd be in the shit.
I've seen what they really do with out-of-date food.
I'm really nervous, my heart is racing.
I've seen where some of our TV dinners are made. And who supplies one of our favourite supermarkets?
Oh, that's cooked.
I've sold food unfit for human consumption, and I've exposed their lies.
Yeah, just keep this between us.
A trip to your supermarket may never be the same again. My name is Audrey Brown. I'm a journalist for the BBC. Last year, I was contacted by several employees working in Britain's leading supermarkets. They called from all over the country. They told me they had serious concerns about the food they were being asked to sell. One whistleblower in particular agreed to meet me. She said she was angry about what she'd seen.
The customers don't come first, it's always the profit. I wouldn't ever work in a supermarket again.
She said she'd been asked to mislead customers about the quality and the freshness of food, and to sell out-of-date food to unsuspecting customers.
I feel unhappy about serving customers with food that's out of date. I don't think the customers would shop in any supermarkets if they knew what was happening behind the scenes.
Thank you.
If what the whistleblower was telling me was true, then this was a scandal, maybe even a health risk, affecting millions of people every week. And the supermarkets she'd been working for, Sainsbury's, which serves 16 million customers every week, and Tesco, serving even more and making over £250,000 every hour. To investigate the whistleblower's allegations, I'd work with another BBC journalist, James Griffin. We'd try to get jobs where our whistleblowers had worked. Luckily for us, both Sainsbury's and Tesco are recruiting staff. I apply for a job as a general assistant in Sainsbury's. Meanwhile, James is going for a job on the fish counter at a Tesco in North East London. To be sure of getting the job, we both need to do some quick training if we're going to convince them that we're experienced.
That's a whole fish.
Let's have a look.
Am I supposed to know all these things?
Shank, rib, loin, sirloin, round.
Chuck. Well, where's the chuck from then?
Oh, I don't know. Some part of these.
Well, chuck's like the neck and the shoulders.
Oh, look, here we go. Look, chuck roast. Chuck roast with the right size.
But when I go for the job, the interview was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be.
I think I came across quite positive, quite confident. I feel that I'm going to get a phone call on Monday saying, you've got a job in Sainsbury's, come in for an induction. And they didn't ask about me or my experience or my skills. They were just interested in when I could start and how much work I could do for them.
Two weeks later, we're both in work. I'm going to be a full-time general assistant on the deli counter at Sainsbury's in Didcot near Oxford, selling everything from anchovies to Parma ham. James is going to be a fishmonger at Tesco in Woodford Green. He'll be working 5 days a week. I'm feeling really anxious about my secret filming equipment showing under my uniform, and feel like at any moment I'll be spotted.
Can you see that?
The bulge?
Yeah. Can you see the bulge? Can you see that? Can you?
No.
Wires?
No.
Camera?
The deli counter is tiny. If a wire's showing, I'll be rumbled. On the drive to Sainsbury's, I'm beginning to feel mildly hysterical.
Hi there, can I help you, sir? You right there, madam? What can I get you today? Would you like some breaded ham?
But when I arrive in Didcot, I stop laughing. It's day one, and now my investigation really begins. Before I'm allowed to work on the counter, there's an induction. I'm told about the importance of the freshness of food and sell-by dates. That's the point when Sainsbury's considers the food should not be sold to customers.
If you don't like the look of what is out there on the counter, you can't expect our customers to buy it. If it doesn't look right or smell right or it isn't in date, chuck it.
I'm taken through my paces by Christine, the most senior deli counter manager. Every item on the counter has a sell-by date, though I'm surprised to notice customers don't see these dates. They're only for the staff. Today I found 11 products with yesterday's sell-by date. They shouldn't be on sale, and some look a bit past it. I asked Christine what to do with a couple of them.
You stuff in that ham, pit the beef? Yeah. Just what, shave the top off? Yeah. They'll be alright, alright. Yeah. Caper berries, they're good to stay on. Turn them over.
It seems we're to tart the food up, so customers won't know it's past its sell-by date. Christine's hopeful that selling it cheaply will shift it.
Reduce those down this morning, not too much. Put a reduction on them, and then a second reduction later on this afternoon, alright?
Selling food past its sell-by date is not illegal, but the customers don't know we're doing it. As I go home that night, I can't quite believe how quickly I'm being taught the tricks of the trade.
I'm witnessing staff selling food to customers, which according to Sainsbury's policy should be thrown away. It's not fresh, customers are being deceived, and this is a major supermarket. This is Sainsbury's here.
James's work at Tesco is already underway, and he's had to hit the ground running. He's landed a job as the only full-time fishmonger. He's got to contend with keeping his secret filming equipment well hidden, whilst convincing his colleagues he knows one end of a salmon from another. It's the 16th of December, and he's spotted some ready-to-eat prawns, crevettes, that should have been thrown away yesterday. But the guy who was on shift then has simply changed the date on them.
One thing's worrying me. These were definitely yesterday's date, and yet they're still here. He's added 3 days to the date. But here it says once opened, display for 24 hours.
The sell-by date has definitely been changed, and this is seafood, not something you'd risk eating out of date. James tries to find out more about the changing of dates on food by checking with his manager. Kelly's worked at the store since it opened 9 years ago. She has a very hands and nose-on approach to her work. She's keen to introduce him to the hush-hush secrets of how things really operate here.
Waste legit. You'll learn how to do it.
Really?
You sort of exploit things. Exploit might be the wrong word. I'd say manipulate. It's a better word, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a good word, but what does she mean? Maybe it's what James is about to see. Kelly sizes up some fish, which doesn't seem to have a sell-by date. Instead, she uses the less than scientific nose test to determine the life of the fish.
Tomorrow.
It's a big one here.
She can almost feel the sell-by date.
Put tomorrow.
Tomorrow on that.
If in doubt, put the next day.
Yeah?
Then it gives you a chance to sell it, and then tomorrow it'll be reduced. Yeah, let's do that. If in doubt.
Tesco rules say staff mustn't sell fish beyond its sell-by date, but Kelly's got a different rule.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
you're not supposed to, but you can. You just don't.